Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome to Slay the Princess. I had it in my inventory for a while. I kind of want it in my inventory, my game backlog. Inventory, game backlog. Yeah, whatever. I had it for a while, and I wanted to play it. I'd been wanting to play it for a bit before I even saw Markiplier do it, and I didn't even actually watch what he did. I just saw that he did it. But I load up the game, and this is what it says first. So this is a horror game and not intended for all audiences. If you need a full content warning list, blacktabbygames.com is where you go, I guess, for that. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. So, fair warning. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game preferences. Oh, that's an option. I was just worried this was going to be like a permanent thing. Okay, I might go ahead and just disable them anyway. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Ooh, a love story that has dark moments. I'm in. Yeah, I want to. Whoa. High contrast text. Ooh, nope. I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. I don't need any voice to speech. Didn't they say that there was an option to... How do I go back? Return. Is it preferences then? How do I do the... Blinking? Oh, flickering images. Turning that off. And the... Yeah, we're turning both those off. I have it windowed for right now, and I think that's just where I'm going to keep it. Okay. I guess new game. She looks so sad. I wonder what she did. I'm getting villainous vibes. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1. Yeah, I'm getting like...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But how do we... I already don't trust you, narrator. I don't. How do we know that this is going to be the end of the world? What proof do we have that this is the end of the... You know what? Maybe I watched too much Ichisekai. That's my problem. Okay. Explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? You know, you're onto something there. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Okay, so explore just means it's a path I haven't tried. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get a reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. I want to know what we're talking about, but then at the same time, I want the second option. So we're going to start with this one.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
So
you have to put an end to her.
Okay, but that didn't answer my question. Maybe I'm already like thinking too meta, I think is my problem, and I've just started this. But like by the end of everything as we know it, does that just mean that the game ends? Like that we're done with the game? That the princess is the key to ending the game? But how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that
I don't
leads
care.
to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
No, That's not what that means. Oh, I can still return to those other options. Okay. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I disagree.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
But, I don't trust
Before
you.
you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
I don't like you already.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the
Okay.
end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
You're not convincing me. Like, your philosophy is real
Unless,
weak.
Of course, you do your job and slay her.
I don't like the way you're insinuating I have to do this. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
I'm not gonna kill her. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so what happens if she gets out then?
The
I
more
want
specifics
specifics.
you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job.
That's not an answer.
She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature, and when they do, everything will come crashing down.
So you're the current monarch and you don't want anyone that opposes you? If you didn't watch my playthrough for what was it? I think it was Bad in Theater. I'm very distrustful of people just telling me to fall in line and do things. Forget this, I'm not doing this. I think I need to go. I need to be the one to go to the cabin, but I need to be the one to let her out. Is how I feel. Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Do I get some kind of reward for doing this?
You'll have to slay her before you get it.
You manipulative little shit. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be? No, he's not going to tell you. He just wants to string you along. He's just trying to manipulate you into doing his dirty work for him. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to
We'll just have to
face.
see what happens. But a word of warning: if you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web.
Like you're doing, clearly?
The more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Like you're very clearly doing to me.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
You sure that...
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I don't like your tone of voice. I don't.
You
I
make
don't.
your way up the short
I don't.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, I don't trust you. Proceed to the cabin. Those are my options. Oh, we just zoom in on that cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Maybe she's a werewolf. Because we're coming here at night, so if she's a werewolf, that would make a lot of sense. But if she's a werewolf, why not just tell me
The
that?
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm just gonna bring the blade down there and I'm just gonna let it out. Oh, my mouse cursor is holding the blade. I don't... The music changed. The music changed. I don't like this.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Huh.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from
Oh.
the ancient wood.
Oh, well, at least it's wood
If the
rot.
princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I agree with that.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Do we have a different because clearly the same guy did the hero voice and the narrator voice, so I'm curious if we actually have a female voice for this.
Who's there?
Oh, she's like ready to die. The who's there is up here.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. When someone tells you that someone else is manipulating you off the bat, I already don't trust you, but that's okay. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Only the
binding
one?
her to the far wall of the basement.
Why only the one?
She's so coldly beautiful.
She is.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I mean, yes, but... Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can
I'm gonna
decide
drop
what
it.
we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Or just because someone told us to do it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I don't like how sultry you say that, but okay.
Against your better judgment,
Whoa.
you step forward to
That's
speak
not
with
what
the
I thought she'd
princess
look like.
face to face, unarmed.
Yes, I am unarmed. That was a choice I made.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
My cat's moving in the side and it's not helping my nerves.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Do you mean like a friendship relationship or a relationship relationship? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? I'm going to start with what's your name. I feel like we should be somewhat formal.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
You know, you're making this really hard to not want to kill you.
Note the lack of detail. You can't
Don't.
trust her.
You didn't give me shit for detail, narrator. You didn't tell me why I'm here to kill her. You didn't tell me what I get if I kill her. You didn't tell me why she is set to end the world upon her release. You gave me none of this information other than other people are going to listen to her, and that's a problem. You gave me a lack of detail, narrator. You can't be trusted either by your own logic. Don't give me that. I don't take well to being manipulated. I don't. This is going to be a long game for some people. I'm sorry.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm going to tell her that. F you.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I'm intrigued. What do you mean by I think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Huh. Explains why you're so jaded.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I think it's because you're a princess and they'll listen to you or something. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons, and no. And if I'm honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to entrust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
No.
Hopefully sooner.
No.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Please don't kill me. I can actually just slay her. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. Why do I have a feeling that this is going to involve me dying multiple times, but she's going to remember this every single time?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
I feel like her art style is going to change too. I got some just a
They're large
weird
and heavy,
feeling,
far
you know?
too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Can I pick the lock with the knife?
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
I'd hate to have to cut off your arm, but
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? Going upstairs to check. I don't think it's going to be. Do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
In what manner do you mean cut you out of here? I really should just move my camera. There we go. No, now I'm on the options. There we go.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Somebody here to make sure I do the job.
Is someone else here?
Yeah, someone else to make sure I finish the job.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Can't blame me for trying.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
No.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and
Do you think the
won't leave
narrator locked
until
me in?
The task is done.
I think the narrator locked me in.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Thank you.
Easier for everyone.
Everyone, that means only you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Really, you're just that okay with...
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Is she gonna bleed out? What the hell? Do I go for upper arm? Or... I'll give her as much of her arm as she can get. Save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm.
I have
just above
claws!
the massive, unyielding chain.
I have claws! Did anyone else notice that I have claws? I mean, I should have known that from the cursor, but... She's a human princess. That's why. Ah, no.
You cut into her flesh.
No. No.
The
No.
blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Does my arm freaking out in the back over there going, no. She's just not
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
She's not human. She is not human. I'm going to
Free from
die.
her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
She's not human. That's the only solution I have.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
No. I have dragon claws.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Lady, you lead the train. I'ma just come right behind you and just, yep, we are in this
We
book
won't have
together.
any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No.
There it is.
Just can't let her escape into the world.
What you gonna do?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her is in there.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Yep.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
And I don't care. Let me do my own thing. Resist is in here.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes, help.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hand.
Thank God for that. Please don't kill me with it.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What? No. Oh, I'm gonna die.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
God damn it.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
And I was gonna be fine if it wasn't for your bitch ass. Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep, she's gonna remember it from cycle to cycle, isn't she? Because that's what she meant by I might see you again in another life. Couldn't just let me do what I wanted. Yeah, see, I already knew that the narrator was gonna try to take. I want to put in full disclosure. I have not ever once seen this game played. I have not heard anything about this. The closest I got is I saw the thumbnail for the first episode where Markiplier played it, and that was it. That was the only thing. Nothing else. And I saw it in my list. I didn't even actually know it was considered a horror game until, I actually loaded it up and I got the warning. So, just my natural instinct was, you didn't give me enough reason. I'm a person that I need to understand the why of me doing something before I'm going to do it. I'm a person with a super high moral sense of justice. It's sucky. It made playing Detroit Become Human hell on earth for me. But that's a different story. So when you're telling me you just need to do this, don't ask why you need to do it, you just need to do it. No, I need to understand why we're doing it. I do this at work. Okay, why are we putting this here? It's not because I'm not questioning your judgment of why we're putting it here. I want to understand the reason that you want this put here, so that this way I can, think similar thoughts as you. So my organization pattern can match yours so that I can do this more effectively on my own without your guidance. The narrator gave me nothing to go on. The narrator couldn't tell me why she was dangerous. I see now that she looks like a human, and I have dragon hands. That's what I've got to go on. So, that's all the time that we've got for this episode. I'll see you guys next time, and who knows? We got slayed by the princess, so maybe we'll slay the princess. In the meantime, take care, everybody.